Bran isn't the most glamorous food, but could it actually improve fertility? Well, one major study says yes. Stay tuned to find out why. Hello, I'm Melanie McGrice, a fertility and prenatal dietitian. I help couples prepare their bodies to give their future baby the best possible start in life. If that's something you're working towards, be sure to hit subscribe and join me for evidence-based fertility nutrition tips that you can actually put into practice. Now let's talk bran. Bran is the outer layer of cereal grains such as wheat, oats and rice. It's rich in fibre, B vitamins, iron, magnesium and antioxidants. And although it may not sound glamorous, these nutrients are all critical for reproductive health. Fibre helps regulate blood sugar levels, which is particularly important if you have conditions such as polycystic ovarian syndrome. B vitamins support ovulation and hormone balance, and minerals such as iron are essential for healthy eggs and preparing your body for pregnancy. But what does the science say about bran and fertility specifically? Well, let's dive into one of the most fascinating studies we have so far. This research was published in a medical journal called Fertility and Sterility as part of the EARTH study, which followed hundreds of women undergoing IVF at Harvard. The researchers wanted to know whether eating more whole grains could influence IVF outcomes. Almost 300 women were followed and their diets were assessed using detailed food questionnaires. And here's what they found. Women who ate the most whole grains before starting IVF had a much higher chance of implantation and live birth rates compared to women who ate the least. Now, to put numbers on it, women in the highest group of whole grain intake had a 53% chance of live birth compared to just 35% for those in the lowest group. That's almost a 20% difference in success rates. And when the researchers looked closer, they found that the benefit wasn't from all parts of the grain equally. It was mostly coming from the bran. Now, women with higher bran intake had thicker endometrial linings at the time of the embryo transfer. And as you may know, the endometrium is where the embryo implants. A thicker, healthier lining means a more receptive environment for implantation and pregnancy. So why would bran make such a difference? Well, there are a few possible explanations. First, bran is packed with antioxidants, such as phenolic compounds and vitamin E. Antioxidants protect egg and sperm from oxidative stress. Too much oxidative stress can damage DNA and interfere with implantation. So by boosting antioxidant intake, bran may help create a healthier reproductive environment. Secondly, bran contains phytoestrogens, particularly lignans. Now, these are plant compounds that can have mild estrogen-like effects in the body. It's thought that lignans might help improve endometrial receptivity by supporting the thickness and quality of the uterine lining. Thirdly, bran helps regulate blood sugar levels and improve insulin sensitivity. Now, we know that insulin resistance is linked to ovulation problems, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and even recurrent pregnancy loss. So by keeping insulin levels more stable, bran may indirectly support hormone balance and fertility. So from a biological perspective, there are several ways bran could be helping, and that makes the findings of the study all the more compelling. Now, of course, I don't want you to go away thinking bran is a miracle cure. Fertility is complex and no single food can make or break your chances. But bran can certainly play a role as part of a balanced, fertility-friendly diet. So how can you actually enjoy it? Well, if you've ever eaten plain bran, you'll know that it's not the most exciting food on its own. But there are many easy and tasty ways to include it in your meals. So some of my favourites include adding a spoonful of wheat or oat bran to your morning smoothie. It blends in easily and gives you a fibre boost without changing the flavour. Secondly, sprinkle bran over yogurt with fruit and nuts. This combination gives you fibre, protein, antioxidants and healthy fats all in one go. And if you think you might give this a go, give the video a quick thumbs up to let me know. You can also bake it into muffins, breads, or homemade crackers. Bran muffins with berries are a classic, but you can also sneak bran into savoury recipes for an extra nutrition hit too. And then you can choose a high fibre cereal that lists whole grains or bran high on the ingredients list and pair it with milk or yogurt and some fresh fruit for a fertility-friendly brekkie. Finally, if you wanted to have a more savoury twist, you could add it to soups or stews. You'll hardly notice it's there and your health will thank you. One important point though is don't overdo it too quickly. Bran is very rich in soluble fibre, and too much can actually interfere with the absorption of minerals such as iron and zinc, which are also crucial for fertility. So aim to include it as part of a varied diet that also features fruits, vegetables, legumes, nuts, seeds, lean proteins and healthy fats. And if you're not a big fan of bran, don't worry. You can still get similar benefits from other whole grains such as brown rice, quinoa, oats, bulgur and buckwheat. The key message is to choose whole grains regularly, and bran can be a particularly powerful part of that picture. So, should you eat bran for fertility? Well, based on the evidence, I'd say yes, as part of a balanced whole food diet. The Harvard study suggests that it may improve your chances of implantation and live birth, particularly if you're going through IVF. And the great thing is that it's simple and affordable to add to your meals. Now, if you'd like more guidance on building a fertility-friendly diet, you'll find a link in the description box to book a consultation with one of our international team of dietitians. And I'd love to hear from you. Do you already eat bran or do you prefer other whole grains? Pop your answer in the comments box below. And please don't forget to subscribe for more fertility nutrition tips and share this video with someone who might also find it helpful. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. These nutrients are all critical.
That's right.
I might go a bit